Hey guys, on today's show, I'm going to show you a killer way to save some money. If you still want to continue eating steak in this crap economy, I've got a deal for you. That's right here, right now, in the Fear of Cooking. Hey guys, welcome back to the Fear of Cooking. Like I said, today I'm going to show you a really cool way to save money on buying beef, because right now the prices are just through the roof. It's kind of ridiculous. If you still want to continue eating beef and having steaks and things, you've got to start buying in bulk. And I know you probably know, okay, I knew about buying in bulk, blah, blah, blah. Seriously though, I picked up at my local Sam's Club this 16.5-pound whole ribeye. Now, at my local grocery store, ribeye steaks are running about $16.99 a pound. I'll have a picture right over here to have it to reference that. When I went to Sam's and picked up this entire whole ribeye, this came out to $9.88 a pound. So with all the steaks, I'll be cutting about 1 pound steaks out here. I should get 15 or 16 steaks. I'm saving $6 per steak by cutting it myself. Why wouldn't you do this? You're going to eat steak anyway, right? You're going to have the steaks in your fridge or your freezer. So we're going to get these things cut up. I highly suggest after that, you know, whichever ones you're not going to eat within the week, I'd get those packaged up in some sort of a vacuum seal thing, like a Game Saver, the food saver things, and put them in your freezer. And when you're ready to go, instead of going down to the grocery store and getting robbed for $6 extra per steak, you can just go in your freezer, grab a couple steaks or however you need, thaw them out, throw them on the grill, and you're ready to go. So yeah, you're gonna end up saving about $6 per steak on this. At $17 a pound versus $9.88 a pound, or almost $10 a pound. It's about $7 per steak. So let's get this thing open and get rolling here. Now I got a special knife I'm using for this, and one more thing. We're not going to throw away the trimmings. We're going to trim these down because there's a lot of fat. If you look on one of these steaks, there's a lot of fat up in here on this cap, and there's a little bit on the back. I want to keep a lot of it on the back here because a decent ribeye has a lot of fat. That's where the flavor comes from. But I want to make sure that we save this other fat and other parts here we're going to be trimming off. Put them in a bag, freeze them in your freezer till you're ready to use. But this can be used to make tallow, which will maximize the usage of the meat that you purchased and spent your money on. Anyway, back to opening this big bastard. Get that just like so. We have a beautiful, beautiful ribeye. This thing's massive. You know, and people, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if you think about if you cut your own steak, how hard can that be? You're cutting a straight line. You pick out the width width of a steak that you want and make that cut. Why pay somebody $6 a pound extra to do that for you? So I figured it'd be a better way to go about doing this. And what I use is I've got a special knife that I purchased. I'm going to see if I can find links for this and put it into my Amazon store. But I got a special knife here that I use. And this is a slicer type knife. It's got a nice curved edge on it, which allows you to, when you're making your cuts, you can go back through and make sure that whole piece is cut all the way down to the cutting board. So we're going to use this today to portion out our steaks. So first thing I want to do, I want to turn this thing around. And I want to, if you look over here, I'll give you a above shot here. If you look right here, we've got a decent piece of steak here, but I want that nice and flat. You know, when you go to the store and you get steaks, they're usually nice and flattened for you. So I want to make sure we are emulating that here. So we're going to have a little bit of waste, but not a whole lot. Hell, you can actually take that off. You got dogs, give them this little piece here. That'll make them happy. We're just going to take that little slice. We're going to carefully make ourselves a nice flat side. See, that's it. A little bit of waste, you know, maybe what, quarter pound? My dogs will love this later. So now I've got this nice flat side here. I'm just going to measure out about where I want my steaks to be. I like my steaks to be about an inch, inch and a quarter if I'm going to be putting them on the barbecue pit. And I don't want any pansy steaks here, but it's the same thing. We're just going to go down, make sure you account for drift. And we're just going to cut. And keep it nice and straight and slow. Look at there. Look at that. Nice ribeye. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside. And we'll get the next one. Again, take your time with this. Not in any hurry. There's no race. And make sure that you get your cuts. There. I think we're doing good so far. Super simple. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll come back when I'm done and get these all ready to go and get them ready for packaging. All right, guys, well, as you see, I've got quite a few steaks here. I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13 steaks. I thought I was going to have 15. Short by 2. Oh, well. I have some really nice thick steaks here. We're not quite done yet. We still got to get these end pieces off. There's a little piece of fat on the end here I want to get cut off. So we will grab we'll just put these out of the way here, make some room on the cutting board, and get that ready to roll. Super simple. Again, we're not doing anything that requires high-tech skill here. We just want to get that end piece off. You know, I'll show you the down view here. Just want to get that end piece of fat off of there. And we'll save the fat back here, like I said, to make something else later. Look at that. Got a beautiful, beautiful ribeye. So let's go ahead and get that done. All these, some of you might have a little natural cutting, little thing here to cut it with. But yeah, I think that's going to work out just fine. If you see some really hard fat on one side, you can trim that off too. You don't need a whole lot on here. You want to keep the fat. You know, like I said, the whole idea of a ribeye is to keep the fat on there. And this was actually, I didn't go over this before. When I bought this, this was a choice. You have 3 types of beef. You have prime, which is top of the line, choice, and then select. And depending on where you get your select grade beef could be just above dog food. So I try to stick with the least I will go with a steak is usually choice. It's my personal preference. Your results may vary. Like I said, when I get these all off of here, get all this extra fat off, and just save that for later on. But yeah, see right there, that's a beautiful steak right there. So we're just going to keep going with that. But yeah, buying your steak like this or buying your beef like this is a great way. Like I said, you're going to spend a little bit up front. But you're most likely, if you span that out over the time you're going to be eating steaks and things like that, it works out a lot better and you're going to save a lot of money. You know, just by doing this, if I'd bought this at the regular $17 price per pound, God, it would have been... So I got 13 1-pound steaks, 13 times 7. You know, I'm not going to sit here and do math right now. Not important. But you're saving about $6, $7 a steak by doing it like this, and it's really not that hard. You're just doing what the butcher normally does for you before you go and buy it in a little pretty package that you're overpaying for. And I think this is a much more better use of your money and a lot more efficient for your household. And here we are on the last steak. There we go. Anyway, guys, as you can see here, I have a great selection of my own ribeyes now that I can take out whenever I want and have a barbecue or whatever I want to do with them and have a great meal. So as far as packaging these up, I didn't want to go into a big topic on a product review here, but you want to use what's called a Food Saver vacuum sealer. Now there are two versions. There's the Food Saver vacuum sealer that goes in your kitchen. That's all nice and pretty and chrome and all made to look, match all your appliances and blah, blah, blah. And then you have what's called the Game Saver Food Saver, made by the same company. You pick these up at your local sporting goods stores. The main difference is the Game Saver is made for guys who went out and hunted and found crap loads of meat, and they're going to package all the stuff up on, in one shot. And it has a less of a chance of overheating and causing you delays in your processing of your or packaging of your meat, as opposed to the ones that are made for the consumers that's going to do one or two things and put the machine away. So go with the Game Saver for that one reason, and a second reason is the pretty ones that go on, the pretty chrome and stainless steel ones only have a 5-year warranty. The Game Saver, which is one of these, not nearly as pretty, these have a lifetime warranty. So if anything goes wrong, you can get this thing replaced or repaired, and it's under warranty. So go check out your local place. I mean, out here in Texas, we have places called Academy. I'm sure Dick's Sporting Goods probably has them. There's probably a lot of places out there. Any place that sells sporting supplies, that they have like a cooking section or like a game section, they're going to have these different versions of the Game Saver Food Saver. Definitely worth your money. They're about 140, 150 bucks. The bags run you about 40 bucks for a big old pack, and they're going to last you a while. But we're going to get this all packaged up here, and I'm not going to make you guys sit there and watch me do all that. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm show my video to more people that are interested in food preparation videos. And until then, guys, get in that kitchen, conquer that fear, go out and get yourself a nice ribeye, a whole ribeye, cut yourself some nice steaks, have a great time with your friends and family. And until then, this is The Fear of Cooking, and we'll see you soon.